Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of the ultimate guide for Scum in 2024. And yes, I must say, I waited quite a long time for the sun to come up on official settings. Like all my servers have a very, very short night period. Not a very short night period, but quite a lot shorter. And yeah, on this server, on official settings, the sun does come up a bit later. But yes, just to give you guys a quick introduction, this is going to be called the fast, the perfect start. And I'm going to take it very, very serious in this guide. I'm not going to go through every step that I do, okay? So basically to craft all the items that I'm going to craft at the moment, all we need are rocks, okay? So you look at rocks, and then with the rocks, you can right-click and craft stone knife and stone axe head. I'm going to craft an axe. I'm going to chop down a tree. I'm going to cut the long stick into small sticks. And yeah, if you want to know the full process, how to do what I'm going to do now, watch my beginner's guide, watch the codec guide, watch any of my older guides. But in this series, we're going to be very concise and we're going to get you to end game as fast as possible. So we're going to take it as serious as possible, try and save as much time as possible, and try to be as effective as possible. So what I'm going to be doing now is what you should do every single time you drop into the game. Of course, we destroyed our bank card, but the other thing that you always need to do is make sure you use something that you're comfortable with. If you took advanced brawling, you can take that risk. I personally wouldn't do it because a bow is so strong versus puppets. I will always craft an axe, a bow with arrows, okay, and a backpack. That is the minimum that I would craft every single time I want to go back to my body, every single time I've died, because the less patient you are, the more time you will waste. I know this doesn't sound accurate or it doesn't make sense, but literally if I run back to my body after I've died without crafting anything, there's too many things that can kill me, especially if I've died in a very dangerous place like a bunker or a military POI or something. The chances that a suicide puppet's going to kill me or I'm going to get overwhelmed again is much higher, okay? And then just forgetting about your loot when a player has killed you is very, very important. Because the worst thing you can do after a player has killed you is go back with nothing and lose 50% of your fame twice. Okay? So I'm going to craft the starting gear and get back with you guys now. Now that took me about 7 minutes, guys, to craft the backpack, the axe, the arrows, okay? We spawned basically here. We're going to go to the closest town because I want to get rags to make the quiver. The quiver is very important for me. I want to level up my archery as fast as possible. That's why I crafted a 20-pound bow, because I took all the skills in melee weapons, okay? And a town is just a natural starting point for me. If you can not open the doors, that will be a good idea, okay? But what I'm going to be doing now is looking for clothing, searching absolutely the entire town. If I kill a puppet, see if I can get warm clothing from it, get out of my oranges, use this clothing because it's not dirty, so I can make good rags from it, okay? Wear the yoga leggings because that's going to give me heat, and I am getting cold at the moment, okay? And then if I get a puppet, if I see a puppet and the puppet's got some warm clothing, that's going to help me a heck of a lot, okay? But that's all we're going to do now. We're just going to loot the town and see what we can get out of it. If there isn't loot here, that's fine. If it doesn't take up a lot of space, we're going to use it. And I can already hear a puppet now. And this is where the bow comes in. This is where the bow is a really, really, really good tool. And like I say, to level up archery is very, very fast. We got 7% there for one puppet. Okay? We got a really, really good cleaver, so we're going to replace the axe with a cleaver immediately. Having a lighter is always a very, very nice survival thing. And when we're looking at a puppet, we're looking for warm clothing. So this guy could give me a top. Okay, he gave me a top. Again, the top doesn't have inventory space, but it is giving me warmth. Okay, and warmth is something that I'm struggling with at the moment because it is rainy outside. Of course, if I move around more, okay, then I will be able to sustain the weather better. But for now, we're just going to search through everything, make sure that we do something about a hypothermia by just getting more clothing on us, getting more clothing from puppets. Every town we get to, we're going to look for food, okay? Especially the small towns are very, very easy to just keep up with the food. And then every time we get food, we're going to look at what that food can do for us. Like this has got 73 milliliters of water, and it's got more carbs than it's got protein, so it's carb related. And then this cucumber doesn't have a lot of protein. It's got quite a bit of carbs, but it's got 270 milliliters of water. Okay, so the cucumber is going to be a great method to sustain our water at the moment. Water is always important. And then these trees are also very, very, very important, okay, for fruits and stuff like that. But clearly, if you go to scummap.com and you watch my previous guides, it's very, very easy to feed yourself. Very easy to get water, very easy to get food. But again, we're going to focus on the most effective ways. So I'll be back with you guys when I'm done. Now, my next focus point is definitely a tool, okay? And I will explain to you guys in part 4, okay? The next part of the guide, why a tool is so important to me. But I would usually just search a town. But since the sawmills are so close to me, I'm just gonna, I don't have a compass, but I'm gonna use the road that I'm on, okay, to dictate where I have to go to get to the sawmills. And what I'm specifically looking for at the sawmills is a building tool, like a saw or an axe. I can go to the trader, but I'm quite happy with where I am at the moment. And the reason that a tool is going to be so important for me is it doesn't really help looting if you don't have a base, if you don't have a place to put the loot away, okay? Building a chest is a very, very good option, and burying it. But a base where you can put all your loot, okay, is going to be a good idea. Can you be raided? Yes. But you can do a lot at your base, and that's the biggest thing that we're going to focus on, is what you're able to do at a base, instead of thinking about, you know, what is a base for. So we got a pickup truck here, got no batteries, got no fuel. It hasn't been completely stripped, so I could definitely use it. So what I'm going to be doing now is just pressing Control-C, okay? That will give me my location that I am at now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this location, Control-V, and then I'm just going to say it's a Rager truck, okay? So that I don't forget where it is, and I can use scummap.com to show me where this location is, okay? So I just pressed Control-C. So I copied the location where I am, and then I went to Notepad on my computer, press Control-V to copy the location there, or I just go to Scum Map, you know, click location, copy the location, then it shows me where it's on the map, and then I can press print screen or whatever, you know, to save that location for myself. But like I say, do I want a nail? Yes, a nail is good. Do I want to kill puppets slowly but surely? Yes, I want to kill puppets slowly but surely. But my main focus is a tool, okay? So that's what we're going to focus on right now. We're going to focus on getting a tool. And I am going to search every single puppet. Maybe the puppet can give me a screwdriver. That will always be useful. But I am definitely going to focus on areas that can give me like an axe or a saw or something. So that will be workshops, okay? So it will be something like this. Usually I'm looking for a tool bench or something like that. I don't see anything lying on the floor. Inside there it is possible, but a much better way to get tools is literally, you know, in a vehicle repair shop or a workshop. So this is a vehicle repair shop. and those blue wires are going to be quite important, but it's too heavy at the moment. So I'm just going to drop those pants that I got from the puppet, because I was looking for thread, but I didn't get it. Okay, and like this is a great place to look for tools. Okay, things that you can work with. There's already there's 2 car jacks that I can use when I get a car. There's a toolbox. Toolbox is quite important in the game. Not extremely important at the moment, because you can craft the toolbox as well. Okay, but I was keeping the scrap metal for in case I need to craft the toolbox, but now I can just keep that toolbox on me. So this is a vehicle repair shop, and then of course this is a workshop. Okay, and that's another workshop. Like this is a workshop as well. So these are the areas that I'm looking for to get the tools that I'm specifically looking for. Okay, and of course I'm looking for a nail at some point. There I find a nail, so I can take out the nail, and then with the nail, I can just go to my crafting and I can craft that axe. Okay? But yes, in the beginning, loot space is important, a tool is important, and of course the gear that we started with is the ultimate PVE kit. It makes sure that you really have to push the boundaries to get into trouble when it comes to the PVE side of the game. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate tool to start your base with, okay, is a chainsaw. So absolutely perfect that we came here. Was just lying on the ground over here. It is really, really good for planks, okay, but we do also want a tool that we can use for sticks. Like getting 5 sticks out of every long stick, getting 5 small sticks from every long stick, okay? And although the chainsaw is going to be fantastic for, you know, for the trees to get 6 planks out of every log, okay, which is absolutely insanely powerful. We need to consolidate, you know, we need to work effectively. And as you guys can see, inventory space already becoming a problem. The sharpening stone I could get quite easily, but I'm thinking at the moment, like the toolbox is important because I want to place a flag down. So the toolbox takes priority. This doesn't really take priority, and the baked beans, you know, or the green peas. That's quite a lot of carbs, so it is important. But that's why base is very, very important, because we're already forced to choose, you know, like to choose what we're going to take and what we're not going to take. So I'm going to have to do some inventory management here, getting that bottle in there to get those heavy items in there. And then we can maybe renegotiate this. Not really. I thought we would be able to renegotiate that, but we're going to have to renegotiate that. Okay. There's another vehicle, okay, again, it's official settings, but yes, I am still going to look for a saw or a 2-handed axe, something that can really, really help. Yeah, pressing tab is very, very good. I don't think I would have saw the chainsaw there, okay, but I do feel looking around, either you're looking around or you're pressing tab constantly, you know, or you're running like in third person constantly to find something is very, very important. And again, the chainsaw I can sell as well, okay? Thread is going to be very, very important for my journey. So finding thread is quite important, but I can always buy thread. And that's the main thing. The traders are making Scum, makes Scum a very, very easy game, okay? Once you get used to using the traders, the difficulty of this game goes down by a mile, okay? And that was an extremely important find. Am I red and very easy to see? Yes, I am, but is inventory space quite important at the moment? Yes, it is. Okay, inventory space is important at the moment, so I'm rather going to wear this right now because I need that inventory space. Okay, because inventory space is important in the beginning. But yeah, it's things like this, you know, that you have to think about. And like I say, there's many reasons to build a base. Like, can you be rated? Of course you can be rated, but these steps that I'm taking now, we got, okay, now we got what we were waiting for. And now I'm gonna have to choose, okay, because I'm going to have to triple carry. So of course I'm gonna drop the bow, because the bow is very, very easy to get. And now I'm literally gonna triple carry this. I'm gonna go into single player, look for a fantastic base location for myself here. You know, is it gonna take a lot of running? Yes. Do I want to run across the entire map? No. Do I want to get a safe spot as a solo? Yes. Getting a spot where not a lot of traffic happens as a solo player is very, very important. And that's why I don't have a problem with being close to the snow. So I know I'm not really going to build a base here. This is a very, very active part. This is like a neutral part. This is a very safe part. There's also quite a safe part, depending on where you build. But I want to go to the snow so that heat never becomes a problem, so that someone sitting in a bush doesn't become a problem. And I do feel like I enjoy fighting in the snow a lot more, and it feels quite a bit easier for me to get to the trader. I like going to the trader from here. So I am going to choose a snow base location, okay? And in the next part, we're going to look at the advantages of having a base, or starting with the base as soon as possible. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet and you want to learn everything about Scum, then click that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in part 4, where this man is going to start his journey building his base.